I am coming at you with another highly requested video, and as your self-appointed Laughlin Bullhead tour guide and food critic, we are going to review and give you our recommendations for the best restaurants in Bullhead. So you can run across the river if you're in Laughlin, or maybe if you live in Bullhead and you haven't tried some of these, or you're going to be new to the area. We have some recommendations for you. We have like Mexican, Italian, breakfast, quick food, fast food, good sit down restaurants, you know, more like fine dining type situations. But we're going to kind of go through like our favorite 10 restaurants in Bullhead City. So if you're interested, stay tuned.
I'll take you anywhere. Just tell me I'll be there.
Before we get started with our restaurant review, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the channel out a bunch. Give it a thumbs up if you're interested. Comment down below any other videos that you would be interested in any area, really. We live in California, so if you want California videos, food videos, of course we do a lot of cooking videos here, so if you haven't checked those out, be sure to go through the channel and check those out. Anyway, let's get into these restaurants. First on our list of favorites is El Gallito Taco Shop. This is in Fort Mohave, and it is just down the road from the Avi Casino. So if you're at the Avi Casino and you want some quick, delicious Mexican food, just cruise on down to Highway 95 and get yourself a chimichanga, or their burritos are fabulous. The shredded beef, crispy, hard shell tacos are absolutely fabulous. Also, they have the best refried beans, so I highly recommend a bean and cheese burrito if you go. But really, everything there is scrumptious, including their salsa bar. Their mild salsa is kind of chunky, and it is so good. We put that on everything. This is a little snippet of the menu, but believe me, there's twice as much as this, and whatever you get, you will be happy with. I promise you, if you love Mexican food, this is the place to go. You have to try El Gallito. Here's a little screenshot of the hours and the address if you're interested. Next is Lizzy's Kitchen. And now Lizzy's is open for breakfast and lunch, but it's famous for their pozole, or at least in our book, it's famous for their pozole. And they have it every single day of the week. It's not just on the weekends where, you know, some places you can get pozole on Saturday or Sunday. This is every day of the week. They also have regular breakfast and then Mexican style breakfast. It's fabulous. Like I said, they're open for lunch and for breakfast. Here's a little snippet of the menu. You can get, you know, regular like country type breakfast also. So if you want pancakes or biscuits and gravy or whatever, it's all fabulous. I also recommend the chips and beans. They're super tasty. Here's a little screenshot of the address and the hours if you're interested. Now, if you are craving some Italian food, this is the place to go if you're in Bullhead City. This is D'Angelo's. They have absolutely scrumptious pizza and Italian food. Look, they are voted best salads and best Italian, and it's like every single year. Look at this plate of pasta, seriously. I absolutely love Alfredo, and this is like Alfredo. It's like that $1 million spaghetti. Anyway, it's fabulous. Their pizzas are great. We go with some friends, and she always gets a sub sandwich there because they have, I guess, these phenomenal sub sandwiches. It always looks tasty. I've not tried it. She also gets like a pizza to go so they can have it for lunch. They have a little salad bar, which is stocked with all kinds of fresh veggies. So you get a salad if you get, you know, one of their Italian pasta dishes for dinner, or you can just get the salad bar on the side, which is great as well. But anyway, you will not be disappointed. If you want anything Italian, you've got to go to D'Angelo's, and they have like the craziest menu. It's absolutely huge, and you're going to have a hard time deciding. So you're going to have to go back a couple of times, but you seriously have got to try it. And it's right by the river. So if you spend all day on the river, you get tired, and maybe you like, you know, you use a lot of energy, you could use a couple more carbs. This is the place to go. But seriously, it rivals any of the best Italian restaurants ever. Again, here is the address and the hours. Now, if you're in the mood for just like drive-through fast food, it's got to be Culvers. There's not that many around, but they do have one in Bullhead. It's fairly new-ish within the last couple of years, and they have absolutely delicious butter burgers. My husband always gets the butter burger. I personally always get the Reuben. I am like a Reuben junkie, and they have a really, really good Reuben. So I get the Reuben with cheese curds and a root beer, and if you've never had cheese curds, you've got to try them. It's like a fried mozzarella stick, but it's cheddar cheese on the inside, and they have 2 different kinds of cheddar cheese, and it's deep fried. Like, it needs absolutely no sauce. They're scrumptious. There's the Reuben. See? It's so good. Their fries are tasty too. And they're known for their custards, and every day they have like a custard special, like special of the day, but you can also make your own. You got to try it. Now, if you love coffee like we do, we love the Human Bean. It is our favorite coffee spot to go to when we were there. They have all the classics, but what we get the most and where we tried it for the first time is their Mexi Mocha. It is so good. It's like a little spicy. It has like warming spices with cinnamon. You can get it hot. You can get it cold. We've only ever gotten it hot, but it is so scrumptious. They have all your frozen drinks, your hot drinks. And the thing about the Human Bean is you get 2 little espresso beans on top of your coffee every time you go. So you get a little chocolate covered espresso bean. If you haven't had one of those, well, you're missing out, seriously. But here's a little snippet of some of the menu items. They have some sodas and energy drinks and things like that. And there's actually 2 locations in Bullhead. So there's no shortage of Human Beans. And here's a snippet of the hours. This is the one that we go to most often. Now, another breakfast type place is Bonanza. They're open for breakfast and lunch. We go here all the time, especially with some of our friends that live just down the street from there. They have the best chicken fried steak, really breakfast, but you know what? They have specials all the time too. So you want to go in there and try that. This is the Susie's special. I believe her name is Susie, but it's like scrambled eggs and hash browns and ham and green peppers and onions and cheese and I think some gravy. Anyway, it's so good. And their sandwiches are good. They do have a good French dip and a tuna melt. It's just like a little small mom and pop place, and you can take your dog in there. We have taken Tucker, and he has just chilled out on the floor. Seriously, it's absolutely fabulous. But see, every day they have a special, which is pretty cool. They close at 2, so you have to get there kind of early, if you want lunch. So, I don't know. Anyway, they're good. Again, here is a snippet of the menu. It's just really good home-style food. It's one of our places to go. If you're craving some breakfast, this is the spot. We have taken my brother-in-law when he has come to town. We go there. We just, we really, really like Bonanza. It's our go-to breakfast spot. And it is kind of close to Fort Mohave as well. So if you're on that side, it's a quick hop, skip, and a jump. Again, hours and the address. Now, if you're looking for some like fancier type food, it's not really fancy, but it's a steakhouse. It is the Mohave Steakhouse. They have really, really good food. Like the sign says, they have all kinds of beer on tap. They're voted like best steak, whatnot. But we do really like this for a steak. You don't always want to go to the casino for a steak. We like this. We like to stay in the RV park that's attached to the RV. And so we just run across the river over to the Bullhead side and do most of our eating there. But they have the best sweet potato fries. I'm telling you, their salads are so good. And of course, their steaks. You can have all kinds of steaks, sandwiches, burgers, you name it. They have it. It's very, very good. They have amazing cocktails. The atmosphere is great. It's kind of, old steakhouse type vibes. But look, ribs, lobster, steak, baked potatoes, your usual suspects when you're thinking about a steakhouse. Again, here's a little snippet of the menu. They have a really large menu. They have awesome, amazing desserts as well. And it's not generally like as, I don't want to say crowded because it's very popular, but you know, when you're in the casino, like if you want to go to the Saltgrass that's in the Golden Nugget, like there's going to be a line and blah, blah. You have to wait, this and that. And the food's really not as good as this place. So, I mean, it's totally worth the drive in my opinion. So you should give it a shot for sure. And then for a quick like donut type spot, we love Dandy's Donuts and Deli. Again, they have like sandwiches and they have donuts, and they're like the best donuts around. This is our go-to donut spot. Of course, there's many to choose from, but this is our favorite. It is closer to the Fort Mohave side as well. So again, it's on that side, but really nothing is that far. You just cruise down Highway 95 and you're anywhere you need to be. Lickety split. But yeah, they have the best. And then they have really good breakfast sandwiches, burritos, omelets. They have fruit. They have salads, sandwiches, wraps. Really, really, really good stuff. Their donuts are fresh. The employees are nice. They have really good coffees as well. So if you want to get, yourself a donut and a coffee, they got you covered when that is your craving. But yeah, look at these sandwiches. This is a croissant sandwich I had. It is absolutely scrumptious. Again, here is the address and the hours. They're open till 3, but they open at 4 a.m. so you can go early. Now, if you're looking for some bar food or elevated bar food, we have cocktails. This is kind of in the middle of town, and this was highly recommended by our friends who live in the area and have forever. They go here quite often just for, like sandwiches and burgers and whatnot. They have all your usual bar food suspects, and it is very, very good. They've got like these amazing fries, and they have different specials, and they have live music, and of course they have great cocktails. And these are some pulled pork barbecue fries. Y'all, they were so good. You have to give them a shot. Look at this salad. Seriously, it's like a Cobb salad, and you get some garlic bread on the side. I mean, look at that. It's so good. I mean, who would think salads from a bar, but I'm telling you, cocktails is the place to go. Again, they have lunch specials, daily specials. There's always something happening. It's got a great view, great atmosphere, great vibe. Here we have the address and the hours again. And then if you're willing to travel a little bit into Needles, we have the Wagon Wheel restaurant. And this is like your old school, like side of the road diner type thing with, your ultimate comfort food. You're going to have chicken fried steak. You're going to have big giant, pastrami sandwiches. You're going to have big hearty breakfasts and French fries and, all the things, the milkshakes, whatever you think of as like, old school diner food, they have it. But get this, they have some really, really good tacos too. Like they're known for like their outstanding tacos. So, I mean, it's going to be hard to choose if you go here. If you know what I mean, if you want Mexican food, American food, comfort food, fattening food, they got it all. I'm telling you. And they have really good steaks, which isn't something that, you see all the time at, like a diner. They all have steaks, but they're not good. You know what I mean? But this is like your dinner and your breakfast spot. I'm telling you, it is absolutely scrumptious. Again, here are the hours and the address. Are you hungry? Because that was a lot to go over, and hopefully you found some food inspiration or some restaurants, or maybe when you're planning your trip to Laughlin or the Bullhead area or to the river, because that's all kinds of fun, you found some restaurants that you might want to try out. So anyway, I will see you guys on the next one.